What's up, what's happening, what is going on, Cantaloupes? Although you may see me mostly as a football fan, I happen to know more about baseball history than any other sport, and I really am so excited about this upcoming MLB season. Lots of awesome off-season movement have really made this upcoming season an interesting one. Only 10 teams will make the playoffs, and only one will be able to call themselves World Series champions. Today, we present one reason why your favorite MLB team won't win the World Series. The Arizona Diamondbacks blame the NL West. The D-backs have one of the most dangerous pitching staffs and a lethal lineup, but their division consists of the Rockies, the powerhouse Dodgers, and the dynamic Giants. It's not easy to be in the West. For as good as the Diamondbacks are, they may not have enough to keep up with that division. Atlanta Braves, who's gonna pitch? There isn't much to like in the Braves rotation. R.A. Dickey and Bartolo Colon flopped, but they at least ate up some innings. Mike Foltynewicz is kind of the lone potential bright spot in that lineup. Atlanta's not getting by with their current rotation, and it's a little too late to add some big names at this point. Baltimore Orioles, lack of arms. We all know the Orioles can hit with their balanced lineup. Scoring runs won't be the problem. Stopping the bleeding will be a problem, though. Dylan Bundy is probably your best starter. He's a back-end starter on most other teams. The front office didn't do anything in the offseason to address the pitching woes, and it will cost them. Boston Red Sox, lack of pop. David Ortiz retired in 2016. Now they finally brought in a power hitter in JD Martinez to fill that void, but will he be enough to provide enough power to compete with the Yankees? It remains to be seen. Chicago White Sox, rebuilding time. The Sox dealt away many of their core players to restock the farm. It was the right thing to do. Unfortunately, the sacrifice of rebuilding means you're going to suck for a few years. This is that year, or one of those years, for Chicago. Chicago Cubs, questions in the rotation. The Yu Darvish signing comes with plenty of rewards, but also a couple of risks. If Darvish doesn't perform, you're asking aging stars like John Lester to carry the load. We don't know how Jose Quintana will perform in this market over a full year. They should be a little bit concerned, but maybe we're reaching. Cincinnati Reds, lack of talent depth. Joey Votto continues to shine as one of baseball's best all-around hitters. Too bad the Reds have very bad pitching and a pretty mediocre lineup otherwise. Cleveland Indians, the bullpen. Brian Shaw chased a big payday from the Rockies. Cody Allen has logged a lot of mileage and innings on his arm. He was gassed in the playoffs. And Andrew Miller is in his mid-30s and battling a knee injury. Once a strength, the Cleveland bullpen has a lot of question marks in 2018, and that could hold them back. Colorado Rockies, rotation? What rotation? The good news, Colorado signed closer Wade Davis, and as we just mentioned, Brian Shaw, to fix their pitching staff. The bad news is the rotation is still one of the worst in baseball. Outside of John Gray, we're not sure what to like about this. Detroit Tigers, rebuild is on. The Tigers finally opted to tear it all down in 2017. Verlander got traded, so did Ian Kinsler. This team is ready to suck for a few years, and it all begins in 2018. So enjoy it, Tigers fans. Houston Astros, the hangover. Scientific evidence proves that championships hangovers are a real thing, except in the NBA, I guess. The last team to repeat as champions, the 2000 New York Yankees. It's a long time ago. We're sorry, Astros fans, but actually, no, we're not sorry. That's the only reason we have. The Kansas City Royals, gutted roster. The Royals lost star outfielder Lorenzo Cain. They also failed to bring back other core pieces from their World Series roster. And with that, there's virtually no talent left on this team. Time for a rebuild in KC. Los Angeles Angels, the arms. Nobody can deny the Angels lineup will be absolutely awesome. But as usual, the rotation has too many concerns. Way too many concerns. Garrett Richards as a starter. It could work out, or it could completely flop. Ohtani, we don't know if he'll succeed in the major leagues. Maybe. Los Angeles Dodgers, NL is loaded. The Dodgers have no concerns when it comes to their roster. Elite rotation, best bullpen in the league, top-notch lineup. Unfortunately, their division features 3 other teams that are true title contenders. And then you add the Cubs and the Nationals. So Can the Dodgers really get through all of these tough opponents and win? Yeah, but it'll be hard. Miami Marlins blame Derek Jeter. The Marlins assume new ownership led by Derek Jeter. His first order of business was to move out every high-salaried player. Goodbye, Giancarlo Stanton. Goodbye, D. Gordon. Goodbye, Christian Yelich. This is what the Marlins do. Same old story. Milwaukee Brewers pitching. The Brewers' offense was quite scary in 2017. Then they added Lorenzo Cain and Christian Yelich to compete in the outfield. Great. We love the offense. But who's going to pitch? Zach Davies is a stud, sure, but who else after that? The Brewers need 3 more quality arms to topple the Cubs in the NL. Minnesota Twins, what arms? Minnie boasts one of the most exciting young lineups in the league. This team's rotation sucks. Irvin Santana is still the team's ace. He's injured right now and is aging. Even if there is gas left in his tank, the rest of the rotation is leaky. They're not going to win. New York Yankees, too much pressure? Maybe the best lineup in baseball, a top 10 rotation for sure, perhaps the best bullpen. What could go wrong? Well, they're a pretty young team. They could crumble under that New York pressure, but it's unlikely considering how the Yankees are always known for their ability to perform. New York Mets, health concerns. Good news, the Mets have some really, really good starters. The bad news, there's health concerns for all of them. Syndergaard was shut down for the second half of the season. Harvey has battled shoulder injuries. Maybe the Mets could make their way back to the World Series. They were there just a couple years ago, but they need to stay healthy. Oakland Athletics, lack of talent. Not really sure what the direction of the Athletics is these days. They go from World Series contender to dumping stars like Josh Donaldson. I don't see how this roster wins more than 75 games, let alone makes the playoffs and wins a World Series. Philadelphia Phillies, trust the process. Hey, the 76ers told us to trust the process. Now Philly fans have to do the same with their baseball team. They're still completing their rebuild, but they just got Jake Arrieta, so that does help. Just trust the process. Pittsburgh Pirates, where's the star power? The Pirates are no longer a playoff threat. The front office dealt away Andrew McCutchen to the Giants and Garrett Cole to Houston. Now they are out of true star power. San Diego Padres, see above. Like the Pirates, the Padres just don't have the impact players to come anywhere close to a World Series. Let's keep this short and sweet. Sorry, Padres fans. San Francisco Giants, rosters getting old. Yeah, it's an even year, but the G-men are loaded with stars on the wrong side of 30. How about that pitching staff? The bullpen was a mess. We don't know how anybody other than Bumgarner is going to perform. Can Buster Posey keep playing at an MVP level? The age of all these core Giants players scare us, but it'll be interesting to watch. Seattle Mariners, the usual pitching woes. 4 different Mariners had 20-plus home run seasons last year. Their lineup is totally dangerous, but the Mariners didn't do anything to fix a rotation that's always quite mediocre. Felix Hernandez is a shell of his former self. James Paxton has yet to show that he's just a one-year wonder. St. Louis Cardinals, the bullpen. The Cardinals have themselves some hitters and some starting pitchers. They don't have a reliable bullpen, which lost 29 games and spotted a 3.81 ERA in 2017. They didn't do anything to really address it in the offseason. Tampa Bay Rays, lots of things. The Rays traded away Evan Longoria, their only real star. The Rays don't have much of a lineup. They also play in the AL East, which features 4 teams that are actually definitely better than them. Tough sledding ahead. Texas Rangers blame the AL West. The Rangers should bounce back after their forgetful 2017 season. A revived rotation, strong lineup from top to bottom, but they're not on the level of the Astros. The Angels and Mariners look better, and they might even actually look better than the Rangers on paper. It's going to be tough to win in that division. Toronto Blue Jays, awful lineup. Take away 2015 MVP Josh Donaldson and 2017 breakout star Justin Smoak. You're looking at a horrendous lineup. Not sure why the Blue Jays think that they can win with overpaid, past their prime, off-injured players like Troy Tulowitzki or Russell Martin. The Jays refuse to spend money on speed and good contact hitting. which hurt them. The Washington Nationals playoff meltdowns. The Nationals were supposed to win it all in 2012 and 2013 and 2014 and 2015 and 2016 and 2017. They didn't win a single playoff series in either of those years. What makes me think that anything's going to change? What other reasons are there for your teams not winning a World Series? Or why do you think they actually will win a World Series? Let me know in the comments down below. If this is your first time coming to Total Pro Sports, thanks so much for watching, and we really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. Until next time, I'm Mike Cantalupo. Thanks for watching.